Welcome everybody back to the Untold Podcast. This one's going to be a little bit different. If you listened to last week's, you'll know that understandably, you'll know that unfortunately I lost my dad suddenly to a heart attack. The day before I was about to go on XCC. Now, if in this episode you see me tearing up and struggling a little bit, it's not because I'm crying, it's because Chris is wearing his usual TikTok aftershave this morning, and it's a little bit brutal.
It's a cheap one today, actually.
Now, I don't want this to be, and I've said this to Chris, I don't want this to be morbid. I don't want this to be all about death. I want this to try and help people going through it, because at the moment for me, it's fucking raw, man. It's really raw. And the emotions, it's like a roller coaster ride that I never want to ever go on again. So unfortunately, I joined the Dead Dad Club. It's the shittest club in the world, and I don't think anything can prepare you for it.
It's not a club you want a membership card to be fair, is it?
No, that's it. And it's just been like, when you're in it, you feel like you're the only one that's going through it. You'll feel that no one in the world could ever fucking feel that pain. And it's hard. Like, you're fucking angry, you're upset, you're sad, you're happy, and you don't know how to feel. There's no fucking rule book for this shit. I wish they could teach it to you in schools.
Yeah, I've not lost. I don't think I've lost anybody other than grandparents, and obviously still very young when that happened. So
yeah,
dreading it, mate.
So yeah, I just wanted to a bit of a tribute to my old man, and a bit of a bit to paint a picture to set the scene, really. So obviously, as everybody knows, I was meant to go on XCC on Thursday the 9th. Bags are packed, everything. I spoke to my old man about 2 hours before all this happened. I was sitting in a harvester with my wife, having a little bit of grub before I go away and eat rations for 4 or 5 days. And I got a phone call from my mum. And she rang once. I didn't answer it. I thought, oh, she's just ringing. I'll call her back when we've had breakfast. She rang again. I thought, oh, that's very strange. I'll call her back. Then she rang a third time.
That's when you know something's up, don't you?
And I answered it, and she was crying. And she said, Ash, I think he's dead. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm in the middle of harvest, there's people eating breakfast. And I just fucking, what? Like, it doesn't feel real. Doesn't feel real. Even now, it's like my head knows it's real, but my heart's struggling to
process it all.
And he was up on his scaffold tower, chopping his fucking bushes that don't need doing, because he did it fucking 3 months ago. And I always said, I remember, so my dad he's had a hip hop and a knee op in the last year. So he's a little bit like off his feet. He's not, he wasn't as agile as he once used to be.
Sprightly.
Yeah. And I remember being out there, and this fucking lorry pulls up and a crane's dropping this thing over the fence. I said, Dad, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a scaffold tower. I bought myself a scaffold tower so I can get up and chop these. They've got massive bushes all around the garden, so I can do that. I'm like, fuck's sake, that'll be the death of you, that will. He said, yeah, but I'm not paying anyone else to do it. I can do it myself.
Typical bloke.
And yeah, he would do this. He would do things. He would do, like, put himself through with the knee and the hip. He struggled. I mean, the day before he died, the bloke died a 24-kilometre bike ride round the mountains where they live out in Spain. And that was him through and through. He was just like, he was determined not to let his health stop him doing the things he wanted to do. All through life, he's always been the same.
Sounds a bit like you, a bit non-stop.
Yeah. I guess that's where I get it from.
Yeah.
But me and my old man, we worked together for best part of 15 years. And that was like, we'd get on, we'd row, we'd fight, and we both had quite strong personalities, so neither of us ever wanted to back down. But I worked with him for 15 years. He's taught me everything I know. He was my mentor, he was my dad, he was my best friend and stuff. So it has been... That's fucking cologne's kicking off again, Chris.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
It's been, do you know what I mean? We had a really good relationship. Now, there'll be people listening that may not have that relationship with their parents or any... And this doesn't just... This whole process that I'm going through at the moment, it doesn't stem to just losing your mum or your dad or your brother. It's anybody that you love.
Of course it is, yeah.
1 minute they're there and the next minute they're gone. And it's like... I honestly do think my old man knew that something was up. Really do think some of the things that he's been saying for the last month, telling my mum where to drive when they get out of the airport, doing this. Apparently he said to my mum, he said, Julie, cancer, accidents, everything else. He said, I don't know how many more bullets I can dodge. So I honestly do feel that he... And in all this process, I've been trying to take positives out of it. I've been trying to take positive. It's not positive because my old man's gone, but that's for me. So in this whole process, I've been trying to... Okay, he was in pain. He was struggling. Like, we went to the beach, jumping over the waves one day. The waves were massive. We went to the beach. Now, if he was there, he would have wanted to do it, but he couldn't. Yeah. Because his knee and his hip wouldn't have let him. He couldn't have been able to stand the force of the waves. And I think, I don't know, man. It's tough.
It's hard, isn't it? Because you know it's coming. There's only two things you can guarantee in life. It's life and death. Yeah. You know it's coming, but there's just no way, however hard you try and prepare yourself for it, it's impossible. Because you don't have that emotion unless it's there. It's not something you can prepare for. No,
it's... And like now, like I've come back for 3 days because I had some work to do. And my favourite thing to do is drive the car on my own. I listen to his old fucking music. Yeah. Because my old man loved music.
It just puts you in that passenger seat with him now, doesn't it? That's what it is. It's just a memory, isn't it? It's a memory that you're going to have forever, so...
It's, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want this episode... It's not about... I don't want sympathy from people. It's not about that. It's about... Like, I don't fucking know how to navigate this. I don't know how to... Like, you feel bad when you are being happy and enjoying life. And then on the other hand, you might get angry at stupid...
I guess that's one of the hardest things, I suppose. Like, when you lose somebody, do you feel like guilt, or do you feel guilty for, like, smiling?
Mate, it's... You the emotions that have been flowing through me the last, like... It's 2 weeks tomorrow. It's just... Like, I journaled the whole thing. From when we got on the plane to go out to Spain, I journaled it. And that was the longest day of my life. Obviously, my mum rang me at 22 minutes past 10 in the morning. And then we didn't get there till 12 o'clock that night. Now, because they've only been there for 6 months, she hasn't got anyone. She hasn't got any friends around that rally around her. So after the police had been and they'd done the inspection because it was an accident, after the police had been and the coroner had been and they took his body away, she was rattling around in the house on her own for like 7-8 hours waiting for us all to get there.
Yeah, it's a long time, isn't it?
And that was just... I remember sitting at the airport and we're sitting in the thing at the airport and I'm like, just sitting there like this. The guy's like, bad day, mate. I just parked up and said, yeah, my dad's just died. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, like, you don't know how to
poor
be...
Bloke. That poor guy.
No,
that's like one of those, oh, are you going to court, mate? No, I'm going to a funeral, actually. Oh, shit.
Going to a wedding? No. Yeah. Yeah, and it's... I don't know, mate. Like, I was talking to my mum about it the other day. She's like, I feel guilty. She said, but I can still feel his presence. Yeah. This, like, honestly, we went... They said, do you want to see his body? And I know that people listening to this, well, don't talk about this, mate. But it's real, and it was a decision I had to make. They said, do you want to see his body? And I said, damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I had to do it. And it was, hold on, I'll get to rest.
Tough. I expect it was really tough, mate. Really tough. Like you say, it's one of those things where you feel like if you don't do it, then you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. But if you do it, you're going to kind of have that in your head, aren't you?
But I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah.
And I went in there. I said I'll go in first because I'm like the man of the house now. So I said I'll go in first. And I just sat there. Actually, no, first I'm standing over him, looking down on him. And he was cold, obviously, because he's fucking been in a freezer. So I held his hand. And I was like, no, bollocks to this. I pulled up a chair and just sat with him. Fucking bastards. Dad, stop it. And I asked him for a sign. I was like, look, just give me a sign. Blow the fucking candles out or something. Like in this chapel. Blow the fucking candles out. Give me a sign. And there was nothing coming. Anyway, I walked out of there and I went like that. I could smell his aftershave on my hand. Fucking potent as anything. Yeah. Nothing else. I went to my mum, can you smell it? Yeah, everyone could smell it. Went in the back in the room, couldn't smell it on him at all. Like... But I'm glad I did it, and the kids did it as well.
Did they?
And it was, I don't know, it was like closure.
Yeah.
I think my mum said, because my mum had seen him there at the house when it happened.
Yeah, yeah.
My mum had seen him, so it makes it a bit more real. And I think it's like, I describe it as stepping stones. And there's things that we've gone through as a family, and like, we saw him, and then we had a couple of days to prepare for the service that they did in Spain, which was lovely, and they were really good. So we managed to do the service within less than a week.
Yeah, this is the mad thing about other European countries, isn't it? It's I hate to say the word, but turnaround. Like it's so fast. Like we were talking earlier on, it's like 6 weeks here, isn't it? At least 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like when you're abroad, you've got to get out there as quickly as you possibly can because they have. I mean, in France, I think it's 48 hours they have to have the funeral. So it's like you don't get that opportunity to really grieve before the funeral, do you? In other countries like you do here.
Yeah. So they said to us, we went and saw him on the Saturday, and they told us that he died of a monster heart attack, which is weird, but that made me feel better.
Yeah.
Because if he'd have fallen off the tower that I told him not to fucking buy, that would have been even more gutting. It's gutting anyway, but there's little things, and you find peace.
I could. When you rang me and told me what had happened, that's kind of what you thought had happened as well, wasn't it? So that was probably the hardest bit to swallow until you found that out, I suppose.
And you find peace in little things.
Yeah.
Little things like that. Okay. And they said he could have been sitting on the sofa watching Tipping Point. He could have been driving the car. He could have been doing anything, and it would have been it anyway. That was it. My old man's always said, Ash, if your time's up, your time's up. You don't get to choose that.
Yeah.
And it's true. It is true. I'm just glad that I had the relationship I had with him.
Yeah.
And so him and my brother had a really strong bond over music.
Yeah.
Whereas I never and football, and that was never really my thing. But then I look at it and I'm like, I had a bond over him about business and fixing things, and he taught me all the things that I know. And there's bits of him in my brother, and there's bits of him in me, and that's sort of how he's going to live through us all. You know
Mate, there'll be people listening to this, including myself, that are very jealous of that relationship. Like I don't know whether my dad listens to this podcast or not, but you know, I've got a much closer relationship with my dad for the last 2.5 years since Cruz was born. But before that, very, very weak relationship, like growing up. Like, all right, I had a relationship since I was about 14, but my mum as well. I speak to my mum like once every 6 months, if that. And I when I took the phone call, when I left the podcast studio last week after recording that the episode that I did, I kind of thought to myself, I really, really need to reach out to my parents a lot more and make much more of an effort, you know, because if you don't have a relationship, I feel like it might even be harder because you feel like you should have had a relationship with them. So yeah, it's a tough one, mate. Like I know you've gone through it, but just listening to the way you've gone through it makes me think how I'd go through it. And I kind of think to myself, like, because I don't have that relationship, am I going to be more affected than you've been? Because am I going to beat myself up for the rest of my life and say, why didn't I make the effort? Why did I blame them for not making the effort all the time? Well, they're my parents. They should reach out to me. Why should I reach out to them? I'm their son. But actually, I'm a 43-year-old man. Maybe it's time that I reached out to them and put that relationship properly together again. I mean, my eldest brother doesn't even talk to my dad. Yeah. You know, like, how's he going to feel when the day comes, you know? I remember when my granddad died, actually, my uncle didn't speak to him and he put his fist through his front door. He was in such rage, and that was it. I've never really spoken to him since. Yeah. So, yeah, it's...
Obviously, there's some relationships that it might be past it, do you know what I mean? But you've got to try. I just think you've got to try.
Yeah.
Like, I went through his phone because I was looking for photos and shit, because this is the one thing that I'd say as well. Get more fucking photos.
Yeah.
Because you've got the memories, but the photos, like, they're there. Like the kids, my daughters are 11 and 7 and Harvey's 17. And they've all dealt with it completely different ways. It's sort of been one of those, we haven't hid it from them. They were there.
Yeah.
Like, on the day I got the call, Isla was with me. She had a wobble at school in the morning, dropping her off, because I was going on XCC and she's very sensitive. So we said, come for breakfast with us. This is the only day we're doing it, blah, blah, blah. So she was there when I got the phone call. And I couldn't not react the way I reacted. Just broke down in the middle of a fucking restaurant with everybody eating breakfast.
Yeah.
And then I had the XCC thing. And I'm thinking, shit, I'm supposed to be picking someone up in a minute to drive them to Wales. I've got to do that. And I sent the message to them and said, look, I've got to go. I can't come. And within 2 hours, James reached out to me, who we did the podcast with. Yeah, he phoned me. He's like, man, I'm so sorry for your loss. And they, on the Saturday night, they built a memorial.
Oh, really?
For him. Yeah, it's fucking wicked. I'll send you the video. I might put it on the thing. They collected all the stones and the logs and they put a cross and they lit a candle, said a prayer for him.
Oh, wow.
Which was...
Yeah. That's amazing, to be fair.
And they were amazing. Everyone was the group, like, and now I'm doing it in Northumberland.
Well, guess what?
Are you coming too?
I'll have to, won't I? When is it?
19th to the 22nd of March.
Yeah, I should be alright by then. Yeah, my legs should be alright. So yeah.
So that like they've been amazing. Everyone's been amazing, and you sort of live the messages and the memories. Like my old man was a man of the people. Like it's ironic that the guy with the biggest heart died because his heart got too big. Yeah. Couldn't carry the weight of his love anymore. It is ironic. But the messages and stuff and the people sharing, like, I remember your old man, I put my first business card into his shop and now I'm here and I've got business because of him, because he took a chance on me to do this. And I remember when I started and I remember this, and there's like people in the music world, because my dad was in like a small group of like people with music, and he sort of sponsored a young kid to get his album out there and helped him with publishing and all sorts of things. And just like reading that, he lived his life until he lived doing exactly what he wanted to do until the day passed. And I can sort of take pride in that and I'm proud of him. Like, and I'm rambling.
Yeah, but this is your opportunity, mate. To be fair, this is a bit of a therapy session for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I didn't want to, like, I was debating whether to record this, and I was like, I've got to do it.
Well, like you said in your thing I read out, you know, he was a massive supporter of the podcast, so it was always important to do something like this. Yeah, always important.
And it's just, I don't know. Like, I wanted to do this, one, to keep his light shining, a bit of tribute to him, but two, because no one prepares you for this. Nothing in your life can prepare you for this. And if anyone's going through it, then feel free to reach out, like, because my mum's dealing with it differently to my brother, to my sister-in-law, to my wife, to the kids. We're all dealing with it differently. Yeah. And like, I've come back to UK, and I honestly thought, like, I didn't want to come back here, because then the reality is even more real. Yeah, while I was out in Spain and the sun was shining and we were going for menu of the day and drinking pints at lunchtime just because we could in the sunshine, came back here and I was dreading it. But I'm so glad I did it, because like I said, that's another stepping stone. Yeah. I've got the fact that it happened, then you've got the seeing him, then you've got the ceremony, and now there's just it's finding a new normal. Of course it is, yeah. And he'll laugh at this, because for 38 years, he's been trying to give me advice. And I'd say, yeah, I know, Dad. Yeah, I know. Now I find myself asking for his fucking advice. Yeah, typical, isn't it? But yeah, just, I don't know. It's gut-wrenching. It's been brutal. But, like you say, the show must go on. He wouldn't want us sitting around fucking moping. Like I said before, he was very much of the opinion that when your time's up, your time's up. Yeah. And I remember, like, when he says it, when he's been saying it for however many years, live today like it could be your last, because Ash, tomorrow's never guaranteed. I'm like, I know that, but that's not going to happen to us. Like, that's not going to happen. Yeah, it does sort of point out that everybody takes things for granted, don't they? We do, and it's completely changed what I want to do. Like, my brain's now wired in a different way to how it was before. Yeah. Like, I'm now debating, do I want to fucking grow an empire business over here? Do I want to earn that? Do I want to chase a fucking sports car? Yeah. Do I want to chase a big fucking house with gates? Or do I want to chase a life where I get to enjoy it? Like me and my brother were talking, up the strip where they live, there's an empty thing. Used to be a bar and grill. Like, fuck it, we've got a bit of money. Should we just fuck it all off and move out there and enjoy life in the sunshine? Yeah. We'll put a podcast studio in the back room. I'll be the bar manager. That's it, mate. That's it. And like, I really want this to work now, even more than I did before, because he believed in it. Because he was like, "Oh, wicked! Like, I can't believe you're doing that." So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just been. There's no I don't know.
You've got no structure at the moment, have you? Because you don't know whether you're coming or going, I suppose. That's probably the hardest thing to deal with now, isn't it? You kind of, although you haven't dealt with it, you've dealt with the major part of your dad passing, the funeral, the family, like holding together and everything. But now you've got the extra part of now working out what life is going to look like without him.
Yeah.
And your thought process has changed. So it's basically just trying to cross all the T's and dot all the I's and get everything sorted again, isn't it? Which is going to take time, really.
I keep saying that. I say to my mum, I say, look, it's fine. We're allowed to grieve. We're allowed to cry. We're allowed to laugh. We've just got to find a new normal. And I feel for her because they moved to Spain in February this year.
Yeah.
So I'll speak to him a lot on the phone. I'll WhatsApp him. We send each other jokes, and like I'll speak to him on the phone whenever I want. But my mum was the one waking up with him every day.
Yeah.
And every single hold on. Wow. Every single morning they used to say to each other, "Welcome to another day in paradise."
Yeah.
And it's like, but my mum's strong.
At least they got to do it though, mate. That's the difference, you know. Like,
well, that's it.
Your mum might have always had that thought in her head that, I wish we'd done what we said we were going to do all those years, you know. They did it, and she got to spend time doing it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and she's adamant. She's like my mum worked corporate world. My mum worked in London, trains, fucking leading teams, and so she's not shy of making friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But because they've been enjoying it, she hasn't needed to. Because they were both like my old man was of right, Julie, your driving's terrible. I'm going to drive you everywhere in Spain. Yeah. So for 6 months, he's really looked after her to the point where she's not had to drive. She's not had to do this. She's not had to do that. But she is an independent woman. And I think she'll do it. As a son, she might be saying, no, just leave me. I just want to do it on my own. But I'm like, no, you're not ready for that yet. Yeah. It's hard to know what's right.
Of course it is. Because she's never going to tell you the truth anyway, is she?
Oh, no, she would.
Oh, will she?
Oh, God.
Oh, right, okay. Well, no, I mean, like, as in, like, most people, they say, yeah, I'm fine, like, leave me alone. Yeah. And actually, they may need a little bit more support than they're making out. Do you know what I mean? It's like what we talk about normally on the podcast, and mental health and stuff. Yeah. Most people just go, yeah, I'm all right. Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about me. You deal with your own life. And actually, maybe those people need a little bit more support than they're making out. Yeah,
and that, like, there's a lot of people that reached out. Like, I know I went through it, and it's amazing how many people. Like I said, when you're in it, you feel like there's no one in the world that has been through the same thing as you. When it's happening every second of every day.
It's going to be everyone in the world.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be everyone. We're all going to lose someone. We're all going to, and I don't know. I don't know what, like, the right way to be, the right way to act. Is it right filming a podcast about it? Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. But just doing
whatever is right is whatever feels right.
Yeah.
So that's it.
And that's it. And it's like, my advice to anybody, like I said in the video, like I said in that note, is seriously fucking live today. Seriously do live today. Like, don't go fucking, right, I'm doing a skydive, a bungee jump, bucket list. That just fucking cherish every moment that you've got and do your best. We're all gonna have good days, we're all gonna have bad days. We're going to have days where we feel like we could climb Everest, and then days where we can't even be asked to get out of bed. Live them, and if you're having more days where you don't want to get out of bed, then fucking change it, because it's one life, isn't it?
Exactly that.
It's one life we live. But
it's basically this whole situation's forced me to go to the gym this afternoon.
This is it.
But as I said, I went and I went away from your telephone call when you rang me the other week. And I thought to myself, like, obviously I've got a heart condition, so it makes me think about my own health. And then I just thought, I've got a 3.5-year-old kid. I don't want to be having an issue early on in life. So I'm joining the gym, going to try and look after myself. I took him to Godstone Farm yesterday, and we played in the indoor ball pit. And I went up and down the ball pit twice, and I was fucked. I stood at the top, and I felt like I was going to pass out. And I just thought to myself, this is not the way to be a dad, is it? Like, you got to be there for your kid as long as possible, and thankfully you had a brilliant long relationship with your dad. So, maybe it's time that people actually listen to this podcast and made a change in themselves if they feel like they need to make a change. Because,
and you haven't got to go. Do you know what I mean? You've not got to go fucking mental. So my old man, like, he was a big lad. My mates used to call him the BFG when we were kids, like, because he's a big friendly giant. When you first meet him, you get his like raw presence and stuff, and then you'll find out that he was the most kind-hearted soul ever. You wouldn't want to cross him on a bad day, like, and do him wrong, but it wasn't like I say that it wasn't aggressive at all. But he come across, he was big, and he's needed a hip or a knee op for, I reckon. Basically, when we were kids, he had an accident. We used to have a boat, and he was out doing the painting, and the guy next to him took the chocks out. His boat fell on my boat. My dad was underneath it. My dad went up to meet the boat, saw it happening, went up to meet the boat so my mum could get out, and he was stuck in the fetal position with a 3.5-ton boat on his back for 45 minutes.
Nice.
Snapped all his pelvis. His pelvis was broken in like 5 or 6 places. And that's when it all started, like bad hip, bad knees and stuff. So he's been in pain for a long time, but the knee op needed to happen, but he was in a vicious cycle of, I can't exercise because I'm in so much pain. Then we went away skiing one year for Christmas. I've spoke about this before, when I was in a bad place. And after that, when he realised that he couldn't do the things he wanted to do with the grandkids, he couldn't run up the hill with the sledges with them, he couldn't walk from the chalet to the restaurant and bar area more than once a day because it was excruciating for him. He come back and he lost 6 or 7 stone. And he just pushed through the pain in order for him to have the hip op, and then he had the knee op. But he, like, something triggered in him. He was like, right, fucking hell, I've got to sort myself out. And something just triggered it, and he pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And he wouldn't let his health, no matter what. I mean, I've never known anybody 3 weeks after having a knee op to be on their exercise bike, trying to ride it. Yeah. In agony, because he would not let his health get the better of him. And I can take that, and that sort of made me, like, I've got to do more, because I'll be the same as you. Yeah. If my kids want to fucking go for a run up the hill or run to the shops, or I couldn't do it. So it's something that I've got to work on as well. But it just fucking live, man. We've got to live our lives. Like, my old man lived his life. Yeah. He lived his life. He worked hard. He lived his life. He didn't ever want for it. If he wanted something, he was in a position where he could go and get it. It was by no means minted, by no means like polluted with money. But if he wanted something, he'd find a way to get it. And if he wanted to do something, he'd find a way to do it. Whether it was constructing some sort of thing in order for him to get a sleeper in the garden because he couldn't quite lift it, he'd fucking find out a way to do it. And just everybody, just live your life. Live your life. Be healthy. Be happy. Be grateful. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible for, I can't be asked to do this today. It should be the other way around. Come on, let's get up, get it done. Yeah. But I don't know. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't want to keep ranting about it because I don't want to go down a deathly fucking negative podcast route. But if anyone's listening and you're going through it or it's triggered, then let us know. And if anyone wants to reach out, then reach out. Yeah. I'd be interested to get a bereavement counsellor on, just to discuss it with them. Yeah. They can almost counsel me live on a podcast. I don't mind, because I don't mind. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. People have always said, Ash, you're so fucking open. Yeah, but why?
That's the thing about this podcast, though, isn't it? We're trying to make it as relatable and as honest as possible. So I must admit, I thought to myself, is this an episode we really want to be doing? Because it is going to be quite morbid. But actually, when I thought about it properly, it's kind of the whole ethos of the podcast, isn't it? So why would we not do it?
Yeah. And I don't know. We're all going to go through it. I've never really heard anybody talking about it and how it fucking feels, how it actually feels. When
everyone just turns their phone off for a couple of weeks and puts their emails on Do Not Disturb, don't they? So
yeah, and the problem with it is you want the world to stop. Like, I want the world to stop, but it doesn't. It keeps going. People chasing money, customers chasing things, and I'm just like, please, just give me a week, like. And that's sort of why I flew back for 3 days, to get everything done that I needed to get done, so I can now go out there and sort of spend more time with the family. Because it's the first time that the whole family have been together in that house.
That is the only thing about death and weddings It's the only time you ever get your whole family together in one place, isn't it?
Yeah. But like I was, we had no photos of my old man. I was like, fuck's sake, why? Why was there no photo? He was always behind the camera. He was always filming the kids in the pool. And so I went for his phone, as you do, and found out that he was a serial selfie taker. So I found about 50, 60 selfies. Just stupid faces and all sorts.
That's funny.
And that was nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's nice. And like...
You never know, he might have been doing that on purpose.
Well, there's still some... So my dad was been to his music. And he wrote the music for a song. And he always said to my brother, he's like, I wrote lyrics for it. And my brother said, what are the lyrics? He's like, not until you learn to play it on the guitar. When you learn to play it on the guitar, I'll send you the lyrics. So we're now searching, where's the fucking lyrics for this song?
Yeah.
There's something there. I know there's something we're yet to find. We might find it next week. We might find it next year. Yeah. But there's something that he's left behind, like a legacy, like something. I don't know, it's weird. Like my mum would say, like, I can feel his presence in everything I do. Like I miss his physical presence. Yeah. But he's still here. He's like, I haven't had anything back in the UK yet since I've been here. Like no signs. Like this is one I'll sort of leave. My mum's been in Spain. She's never seen a rainbow in the 6-7 months they've been out there. Yeah. The other morning, last Thursday, it was about 11:55. Big fucking rainbow in the sky. 3 minutes later, knock on the door. It's the guy dropping off his ashes. Look up in the sky, the rainbow's gone. Yeah. Like I don't know, like whether you like when we sat with James and we said about like faith and spirituality and things like that. Like I'm not necessarily a religious man, but I believe in that. Whether that's me wanting to believe it because like the smell of the aftershave on the hand, like in the thing, like that was fucking bizarre. Like it was potent. There was nothing that could. Have made it happen. So I don't know, man.
Just hold on to those things, mate. It doesn't matter whether it's a real thing or whether it's what you want to believe in. Just hold on to it because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So yeah. So this has been a sort of a tribute to my old man episode. This I don't know what we're going to cover next week. That might be I'm sitting by the pool in Spain, Chris, and you're sitting in your studio, and we'll do it virtually. But I don't want this episode to be morbid. I don't want sympathy from people. I just want everybody to take something from it. Live for today. Yeah. Live for today. Fucking, if you've got stupid beef with your brother, your sister, your mum, your dad, your best friend over something that can be squashed, fucking squash it. Yeah. Because...
And stop all the petty rows with your partners.
Yeah.
They're probably one of the main things, I think, as well. Like the amount of arguments you have with your other half that mean nothing, but you might not talk to each other for 24 hours. Like, in the big picture of things, when something like this happens, it just makes you realise that actually all those stupid little things don't matter. Yeah. Because anything could happen, couldn't it?
Yeah. And this is it. It could. Man, you could get hit by a bus tomorrow, Ash. But it is true. It is very true. And you'd never forgive yourself. Like, I go back and look through like my call list, and I used to call him regularly. I used to WhatsApp him regularly. I couldn't have done any more, especially since they moved to Spain. Yeah. I know I spoke to him more because they did move to Spain. When they lived 5 minutes up the road, you take it for granted that they're there. Yeah. And yeah, that's I don't know. It's I'm not through it. I'm definitely not through it. It's like fucking yesterday was a bad day. Day before wasn't too bad. Today I go back and I think what's happened is because I'm just with normal people now. Yeah. I'm not with the family. I'm not with my wife and my mum and that at the house. So I've been going through and I've been like back to reality, fucking answering phone calls, dealing with customers, sending emails. Like this is like my normal. And I realised I can't pick up the phone and ring him anymore. But that's the toughest part, I think. Like all those years and not that I've taken him for granted, because I haven't. But, yeah, if you've got stupid fucking beef with anybody in your life, fucking squash it. Squash it just because you don't know. We don't write the rule book.
Yeah, man.
The decisions we make today, just make the right ones. And I'll tell you what, this isn't sponsored by Neutronic, but this stuff has been getting me through. It really has fucking helped me with that mental, like, thing. But anyway, let's stop about that. What have you been up to, Chris?
Not a lot, mate. That's about it, really. Looking at cars for the last 2 weeks on the internet. Deciding I want this car, then I don't want that car because it's too much money. I'm not going to spend that much to get this car, then get the car. So I haven't got a car.
Working. Did you sell the van?
Yeah, sold the van. Gone? Yeah, the van's gone. Yeah, that went. Thank God. But yeah, I haven't really been doing a lot, mate, to be fair. Mrs. had her operation, so she's sort of been out of action for a week and a half. My little boy's just been a complete nightmare for the last week and a half. Obviously, things are going on, and his mum's got plasters and stitches all over her belly, and he's obviously 3.5, so he doesn't know how to deal with it, so his emotions have all come out, but things are settling down a bit now. It's getting a bit easier. But other than that, mate, just normal life, really.
Yeah.
Coming and going, up and down, in and out. Well, not so much in and out, to be fair, but... On that note,
let's end this episode. Thanks everyone for listening. I've been Ash.
And I've been Chris.
And this has been the Untold Podcast. I hope you take something out of this. Please like, subscribe. If someone's going through something very similar to me, then share it. If you want to reach out, there'll be people out there that haven't got the support network that we've got. Let us be your support network. Reach out to us. We've got the Untold phone. Message us 075 11 272 459. We are looking for sponsors for the podcast now.
No funeral directors, though.
No funeral directors. Neutronic would be a great sponsor for the episode because I actually really do rate it. I really do rate it.
They might want you to name it correctly.
What's it called?
Newtonic.
Newtonic. James and that, if you're listening. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, thanks for listening.
No, he's not. If you are listening, we're happy to take some sponsorship from you.
Take some sponsorship. But no, I do really rate it. It's been fucking brilliant for trying to focus my brain. Whether that's just there or there. But
I've promoted it. I've promoted that brand as well. So, yes, it is good. It's good.
Yeah. Right, let's wrap that up. We don't know what's going to happen next week, where it's going to be, how it's going to be filmed, but we will be here. Because as you would have said, Chris, the show must go on.
Exactly that, mate. Take care, everybody.
See you in a bit.